What up? What up? What's Sibbity? What's happening? Welcome to another edition of the Wrap Up, aka Kicking It with the Cousins. Tony on the mic, and joining me as always is my mailman, your mailman. The I'd rather be doing the show with the sports card therapist mailman. I'm talking about Oz, the people's mailman. Oz, what's going on,
What
brother?
up? What up, cousin Tony? Nah, brother, never, 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 never. Listen, I love me some sports card therapists, but it's the cousins all day, baby. It's cousin Tony. It's cousin Oz. It's Thursday Night Live. We here, baby. Let's get it.
Sounds good. We'll get into my reason for my absence in a minute, but I guess we can crown the king of the chat tonight. Your boy.
Yes, sir. My boy, your boy, everyone's boy, Mr. James Lumen in the Heezy for Sheezy. What's up, baby?
James takes the prize this week. Runner up is the sports card therapist. James says, "Hit that like button, you jabronis." Commission's here. He says he doesn't know what to do with his hands. The cardboard trap house is listening, and the commish says, "Wow, Oz in a white hat. That is shocking."
Yeah,
That
I
is.
figured I'd go with something a little different today. You know what I mean? Change
I
it up a
got
little bit.
I got you. That's fair enough. Yeah, cousin Oz with the signature white hat, and that is what it is. Let me fix this stuff here because we actually had a. I'll tell you what. We usually don't plug the Monday's episode this early in the in the show, but I will say that you and I, if I would have had a knife, I probably would have stabbed you through the screen, and you probably would have returned the favor. So gets a little spicy on Monday.
I don't know what you're talking about, Tony. I was
Right.
just having a great time. Good banter,
Oh, I love that.
as always. It sometimes it's good to not agree. We don't got to agree on everything.
No, no, for sure. We don't need an echo chamber. That's boring.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's all good. It's all good. But it's
Yeah,
definitely fun. Um, Lots of good topics, and can't wait to release that one and get the feedback from everybody, and just let them know
yeah,
what's cracking.
for sure. So right off the bat, big thank you to Rob Bass, aka the sports card therapist, for jumping in last week. Much appreciated. I was living it up in Nashville, Tennessee. Had my boots, my
Look at
got
this
my
guy.
boots and my two step.
Look at this guy, Mr. Fancy,
Yeah, man.
Mr. SpongeBob, fancy, fancy.
Had me some tight ass jeans on, but I was doing it, man. I was doing it up. Uh,
Word around town is you went to Coyote Ugly and you got up on that bar.
no, listen, if you would have tried that, some dude tried that, and yo, they got so the the bouncers there did not play, man. This dude tried to get up on the thing, and he was able to get one foot on, and just got promptly yanked back. It was all in
Oh,
one move. My man went
that's
wham.
kind of discrimination, no? Men can't get on
Nah.
the bar.
They got plenty of places for guys to do that, just not up in there. Plenty of plenty of flavors for everybody down there. Just not in that particular place. So
Gotcha, gotcha.
you know, Mr. Manny's here. He says, "What's up, sugar plums?"
Manny Flores.
There
I
you
like
go.
that guy
Mookie
sometimes.
Chilson's in the house. Cousin on cousin violence. Just say no. Yeah, nah, we went. We went. It was. I just said that because Oz, for some reason, was holding a knife while we were
Oh,
recording last
yeah, usually when I'm down here, I have multiple. I got a couple scissors.
night. Okay,
But for the tougher things, you got the serrated knife.
there it is.
Nothing, nothing crazy. But I didn't realize I just had it in my hand, was waving it around. So
So yeah,
you know what they say about Puerto Ricans and knives, right?
hey, we got at least three of them. Two in the sock, one in the back, baby. Um, Man, he's asking, how do I know about the different flavors in Nashville? I mean, dude, just look around. There's all kinds of stuff going on. It was fun though, man. Like when they say people down south are friendly, definitely were. I mean, like, here people just going every which way, get out of my way, all that crap. So no, it was cool though. It was fun. Looking forward to getting back. It was fun. But that's another story for another day. let's talk about Monday, man. We had your boy Ezra Levine come on talking about mascot, and you and I did our thing and signed up and made an account with that stuff. And talk to me a little bit about that the platform, how you're feeling about it. What do you think you're gonna go with my man Ezra's system over there?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. So I got set up an account, open up an account, and it's real easy. You got it. All you could do, like Tony, like you've been just taking pictures of the certs, right? You can go in there. It's real simple. Boom. You put the cert from pretty much. Is it? Have you tried any BGS cards or anything like that, or has it just been PS? You don't have really
I don't
any.
even have any. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't have
but they
any.
they accept all grading companies, even Tag. So that's a good news for commish. So and anything what's pretty cool is as soon as you put that cert number in, anything that's ever popped up on the internet populates into that description, the detailed description. So it's pretty cool. And as far as PSA is concerned, within the last year and a half, they've been taking resolution photos of all the great
Mhm.
guards that they have graded. So that automatically populates in there too. So it's been pretty cool, just seeing your collection nice and neat. It's similar to the PSA registry, which I had done previously with all my Michael Jackson cards. So it's similar to that. But with this obviously option, you can go ahead and click a button and then bang, sends it out to all the multiple platforms, eBay, and what are all the other ones? It's like eBay.
ComC, a bunch of stuff. I think. I mean, they hit all the big boys. So it was kind of cool. Actually, let me share my screen real quick. I'll show you.
Yeah,
And
eBay,
then
stacking. I mean, stacking slabs. My slabs, Comic Connect, Amazon, Instagram, Twitter, Meta, the Meta.
gotcha. Yeah, bro. The meta, bro.
Damn, it goes into the Meta.
Yeah, man. These guys aren't playing. Let me just show you real quick, and then I'll just move on. But you can see there's a card, shows front and back. And you click on description. So it, like you said, whatever this cert number is here. When you click on description, so this is what it looked like when I bought it on eBay, and this is the exact um description that they use. So I could just you know copy and actually I even copy and paste it. Like when I
Leave it
hit
there.
sell the item, it'll just you know
Yeah. And
do
if you
that.
want to,
So
customize it even more, go ahead and, just replace that one, hit save, and then whatever you put in there automatically
right,
populates into the different marketing platforms.
right. I kind of like the this actually I like this little sub menu on the left here because there's a bunch of stuff like this column stuff, like all this stuff here. You could actually hit like purchase date, see in it, and then you can. There's a bunch of stuff. I kind of just cleaned it up just to have me. I'm Mr. Minimalist, but so right now I have 18 cards in here. They're all PSA. It breaks it down non-sport, baseball. I have a boxing. There's a Mike Tyson in here. Breaks it down by grade and era. So, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the way it's all kind of breaks it all down. I haven't got too much more further into it, but there's all kinds of stuff you can do. There's bulk editing. Like I said, if I wanted to sell all these items, you would just click on them and then
Mhm.
hit sell selected, and you just have to uh, pair your eBay account or whatever it is that you want to do. So,
Yeah. I mean,
um,
once you do that, you get your pairings done. It's very easy, very simple. The cool thing is if it sells on eBay, then it automatically takes the other listings off of the other platforms. That way you don't forget about it and get, dinged for anything like that. So it's pretty cool, man. It's something it's easy to maneuver. Um, and I could see myself honestly using that to get some eBay sales going. Now,
okay,
after that, the whole packaging and all that crap, I might have to employ commission that.
there you go. One thing he did say though that he was like, 'cause he said he was real bullish on the hobby. I wrote down his quote. He said, "There's a million collectors, there's 2 billion sports fans, there's 400 million fantasy sports players." So he's like, dude, there's a lot of
Yeah,
space for the collecting community to grow, and he's like you said, he's very bullish on that.
right. We
Um,
talk a lot of smack on fanatics and how are they gonna grow the hobby? What are they gonna do that's so special? And dude, they already have access to all those people. You know what I'm saying? So if they could just another 1%, 2%, we're not talking like,
yeah,
50% trying to come, you just need, let's just say 2, 3% of those people to transfer into collectors. And that grows the hobby by leaps and bounds.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm interested to see how how they kind of put that all together. I mean, I tell you from day one, I'm looking forward to seeing stuff at the stadiums
Yes.
because they're right there. And you incorporate that with the fantasy. Now you got in-game live betting, all that stuff. I mean, it all lends itself. It's almost like that million number. I mean, it's small. I mean, dude, you're talking
Yeah.
about 2 billion sports fans, and that only a million of people want to take home a piece of the action. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, you got to figure how many people are wasting, and I say wasting, but spending money on a T-shirt that's gonna last a couple washes and throw it away. Where
Yeah.
this, you can
I
hold
mean, a
this
lot of
card
these
forever.
a lot of these people too, a lot of the fans are doing sports betting already, so
Mhm.
if they realize maybe instead of just throwing my money away on these bets and hitting every once in a while, maybe like, scratch that gambling itch and start coming over here doing some breaks and getting their
Yeah,
fix that way. That's an easy transition, all those sports betting people and just moving them over just makes sense.
yeah, yeah. Just stay away from that bad fantasy advice that Manny's giving. Uh, by the way,
I wouldn't take any advice from Manny.
hell no. Could you imagine taking fantasy advice from a dude like that rolls with like, yo, look at your team. Like, that's who you roll with. And you're gonna tell me who to pick up and who to draft and stuff like that. I'm like, get out of here, man. Okay. Speaking of that, real quick, fantasy season is upon us. And
Yes, sir.
just how many leagues are you in this year? You used to be
One,
in
bro. I was in
okay.
like, at one point, seriously, I was in 10 fantasy leagues. I was like it was like crack. I
I
couldn't get
remember
enough.
making fun of you for that.
Yeah, well, dude, it was crazy, and then I'm watching every Sunday. I had literally every player in the NFL at one point in time, so I'm cheering for everyone, so it was crazy. Obviously, I've cut that down. I'm down to one, just the one that we're in our premier, dynasty league, so
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Sports cards therapist said, imagine if we had hologram Michael Jackson emceeing with Tony and Oz in the background picture laying down. Oh, that fact. Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, look at that. Commission proves that you are in only one league.
yeah.
I mean, I remember you were like that was just dumb. Everybody like you would score and like it was just like you can't even watch the games. Like
You can
you
watch
just
the games, it's just you're constantly
yeah, that was too man. Nah, that's
NFL Red Zone was r ridiculous.
nah, dude. And I'm not. I'll real quick, and we'll get back to the hobby. But I'll turn on red zone if the Eagles aren't playing.
Mhm.
But I don't. I like the storylines of the game, man. I like to watch. You know, I like to watch the ball matriculate down the field.
Sure.
Where red zone is all just money shots. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
pretty
pretty
cool.
much what watching sports has become, because of the advent of ESPN and top tens and highlights. You really don't a lot of the generation that's grown up, that's all they've been watching, not necessarily watching the full game. They don't have that attention span. So games to them are the red zone, you know? They
Yeah,
skip
yeah, yeah. I don't like that. I like to watch the game. Orlando is here. Collector's Dream. He says hello, everyone.
Orlando.
Orlando. Sports card therapist says that thriller picture is classic in the back. He wants to see Oz reenacting that.
You know what?
Oh.
Maybe for Halloween, sir.
Ooh,
I can dress my little bubbles up as the tiger.
there you go. There you go. Um, Manny says I used a big word. Yep, I made sure to write that down so I can
Matriculate.
say, yeah, matriculate the ball down the field.
Love it.
James Lewin is looking for a fantasy basketball league. If anybody is going to start one up, hit my man up. That is not for
That's one
me.
thing. Basketball, baseball, that never caught my interest, especially the
Yeah.
baseball. It's kind of heard is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I played 1 year with the commission. Like once football started, I checked out. It's like
Yeah,
I'm saying, I mean, it's a daily grind, but
yeah.
eh, no good. And commission says red zone is a SpongeBob way to watch the NFL. So there you go. Um, so the other thing we talked about, besides Ezra, was finally completed that rainbow.
Oh yeah.
The card actually, I do have it in hand. Where the hell was it?
So Tony gave two birds to the old man and
You
completed the
know what?
rainbow.
I felt bad after I listened back to that.
You
I
were
was
kind of rough, bro. I
I
was trying
was.
to sugarcoat your shit, but you was
Nah,
rough.
bro, cause listen, it's like, multiple times he leaves me on red and then we agree on a deal, then he just like ghosts. Like, come on, man. Like, that's just and you want to talk about he's an old no, he's not an older
No,
guy.
I was
Like,
just saying I was trying
yeah,
to like
yeah.
say something nice about the dude.
Nah, cause it's
Tony's
Uh,
like, "F that guy. Kick
yeah,
rock,
because
biatch."
it's just whatever. I mean, like, yeah, when I felt bad listening back. I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna unfollow them because it's not good to burn a bridge
Fellow
with a
collector,
fellow collector. So
especially a Clemente collector.
yeah, because maybe one day, an opportunity might happen. So I was like, you know what? Let
You
me
know what?
just
That's like, when you're in let's just say you're a single guy and you're playing the field and you're DMing this girl, you're sliding into her DMs and she keeps leaving you on red and you're frustrated as hell because she keeps, bringing you along. You think you're gonna score, but you never do. But you never want to, go all the way out and just curse her out. Just leave her there simmering because there might be that one day where whatever the hell she's doing, she decides to call cousin Tony and be like, "Hey, what are you doing tonight?" And Tony, you got to be ready for that.
right. Yeah, gotcha. Um. Anyways, so the rainbow is complete. Now I don't have them all graded. Some of them I got to I'm sending them out to my guy to prep them for me. This is actually just the base version. I'll just run through them real quick. Let me blow this thing
So
up real
that's not
quick.
serial numbered.
This is not serial number. This is just the base Gem Mint 10. I try to do like you did. Try to get them, in the highest grade
Mhm.
possible. This one's the out of 199 blue mini diamond.
Is that
So
a
that's
10?
got, they don't that light doesn't hit it too much, but that one shines. Here's one that's not graded yet. I actually have two of these, I think. This one's out of 100. This is the red.
Looks like a Jemmy to me.
Oh, for sure. This one I have this one's the out of 99.
Nice.
And I never pictured myself going after this stuff. 'Cause I know like Rob talks about this is like this. He's not feeling this manufactured scarcity stuff.
Mhm.
And it wasn't really so much about that. It was just like once I had the 101
Mhm.
and I had a couple other ones, I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna get them all because I think it's just gonna look cool to have all of them.
Yeah.
I'm not, obviously these things are, not in the grand scheme of things, not
Just
gonna
another
be.
side PC, another chase.
Yeah, exactly.
Throw a little bit on.
Here's the out of 75. This is the rose gold mini diamond.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, this one's pretty shiny. I think I
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
have a raw one of this too. This one's the out of 70. This is the platinum mini diamond. Let's see
Nice.
if I can get that thing going there. This one is actually one of my favorite ones. This is the gold, but this one's numbered 21 out of 50. So I got to get this one
Nice.
slabbed
Now that
up.
was the one you were gonna have to give up in the trade.
Yeah, I was going to lose this one in the trade because he was going to want, the
So you would have paid the same amount of cash and had to do a swap.
yep. So, yeah, so I think it worked out pretty well in the end. This one's out of
Okay.
25, the orange.
Yes.
And then this is the one I just got. This one's numbered 4 out of 10. Pop one, none higher right now. But I mean, I'm happy to have gotten this in a 9. I would have went after if it was a 7 and 8, whatever. I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
care. But this one, so this is the black and gold. Tough to
Color
tell.
match.
Yeah, color match basically. Yeah. So
Bro,
to
it's the
have this,
pose. It's the pose, kid.
yeah. This is actually they just reversed the pose from I think it's 70. Crap, I have to look back, but they reversed the pose from the old one. The new one. I think it was James, not James. Kevin Cormier. I think he hit me up with the new one with the 2022 version, and I'm not a fan of the pose, man. Clemente kind of looks like a creep. I have to show it to you. Like he's like biting his lip. He looks like he's like that. Like it's like weird.
Yeah. We
So it's
talking
like,
smack on the great one, bro. Great one
yeah,
can do
I was
anything.
like, I don't know about that one, but and then this is the uh, red and black mini
Not
diamond.
after
This
all
one's
that wander talk.
yeah, geez, that oof, man. 5 out of 5. And then, of course, you have the
Super fracted.
super
Jesus
fractor
Christmas.
101. So yeah, the rainbow is complete. So now the next step is to get the remaining ones graded. And thank you, Orlando, and thank you, James. James says I may be one of 4 people he's seen complete a rainbow. Yeah, some of these rainbows they get, I've seen people. I mean, it was pretty quick. But I
Mhm.
mean, there's a couple, man, where people, when you get to those out of 3s, out of 2s, out of 4s, they, first of all,
Mhm.
they're not many. out there, and then people, don't want to come off them because.
Now, who's the one that Commish is trying to get the 101 that the gentleman has?
Oh yeah, it's a Couturier, I
Is it a
believe.
Couture?
Yeah,
A Coops?
he has all of them but the 101, and the guy does have Ace. I think it's overseas somewhere over in Europe. The guy
Yeah.
has it, and he's just like,
Nope.
no, no, which was nice because like I mean, we talked about it when I tried to do the trade for the out of 10. The guy's like, yeah, how much for that 101? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
no,
Try to flip the script.
yeah,
Maybe that
yeah,
was his intention the whole time. So Kamish says he's in the Czech Republic,
yeah, yeah.
which is crazy.
It's
But maybe the guy's intention the whole time was never ever to give you that. He was trying to get yours. So maybe by playing hardball, he thought you would give up and be like, you know what, just here, take my
right.
stuff.
Perhaps. Yeah, I don't know. Mookie's asking me if I'm gonna display them. I don't know. I
You
can
do?
display them. I can display them down here.
Yeah,
I don't
you need
know.
to get one of those display cases that we saw at the National where
Oh,
you could
that's
put the
right.
slabs in.
Now you're thinking. That's right. Yeah, that's
We
that's a
we
good
got that
point.
lady's card somewhere. I forget who it was, but we
I
picked
know.
up her card at the National where you can have those cool display cases, fit the slabs right in, bang, you got
Yeah, I didn't
yourself
think of
a
that. They'll make them custom. If
yep.
you want, they have their standard, but they'll make them custom. She was a they were out of Canada, and I
Yeah.
don't remember their
I
name
got the card
offhand.
around here somewhere.
Ah, cool. Yep. When you stumble across it. Yeah, I didn't think of that. So yeah, Mookie, I probably will. I just gotta figure out how to go about it because I don't
Mhm.
think they'll get tore up by the sun or anything. I mean, this is that's down in the basement down here.
Yeah, no,
So
no, no, you're good.
yeah. So Commissioner says the guy is in the Czech Republic with the
Yep,
101.
but he said, but he did get another one-on-one Couturier, so now he's trying to complete that rainbow.
Godspeed, sir. It's
Listen, messing
I
around,
don't
you might complete 2, you never know.
that is true. Like I said, I never kind of picture myself doing that, but it's fun. It's fun to have that and just I don't know. It's
Yeah.
It doesn't always have to be about the values of these things.
No, 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 it's a fun chase. I did something similar with, Allen Iverson. I sold most of them, but I had, like, the green shimmer and the
Yeah,
whatever the hell all those other ones are.
yeah, the bubblegum shimmer,
The
all that
the
stuff.
the the Subway slang, whatever, I don't know.
Gotcha. So let's transition because you got a mega mail day. You
Yeah.
got the mailman got a mail day, big mail
Yeah.
day.
Well, I
So,
wouldn't call it big, but
but
I
I mean,
got
you
a
got a lot of stuff.
surprise.
Yeah,
I got a
yeah.
lot of stuff, stuff. I got some free stuff. I won a contest. Shout out to, my girl Lee. I don't know if it's Dubrovsky, I think is her last name.
Mm,
I'm just saying that. I probably butchered it. And her man Butch.
big
Uh,
bucks.
yeah, so well, I did. She had asked a question. Um, basically, what would you do if you won this gift? How would you display it? And the best answer in the comments wins. And then you would have to, like and share and do that whole thing. So
Okay.
she liked the answer. And then actually, it wasn't because of that. She actually did a randomizer. I forgot about that. So she did
Mm.
the randomizer and there was like 20, 30 people and I actually won, came up. So she texted me. She's like, "Oh, so happy for you. Somebody that I know." And so
That's good.
here is the
Go
bag.
ahead.
Let's see what we got here.
So you know what this is, or you don't?
I do, but
Okay.
I haven't seen it. Of course, this is triple bagged. I thought I was ready, but I'm not. All right.
This is great for. This is great for the air.
So here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh wow.
Bang, bang, chain gang.
Wow.
So not only did I get the custom chain link, black and gold. Yo, this would look dope with your super
Yeah.
fractal. So this is black and gold. She actually sent me a Gem Mint 10 highlight reels. Allen Iverson, which is pretty cool.
Nice. That is very
So
nice.
free slab AI and a nice custom chain. So I told her once I got this, I'm gonna be rocking it while I'm delivering the mail.
Okay.
So
So you gotta
tomorrow,
take a video tomorrow.
tomorrow I gotta rock this this gold chain. So shout out to Toot Cards, Toot to the moon is what I like to say. They're doing big things. They actually signed with Fanatics, so now they're breaking over there. So she's super excited about that. Her and Butch, and they got like 62 cameras in their room there. Like they have it set up like where it's all crazy. So
Oh,
there's all
really?
types of angles, because with Fanatics, it's the real deal. So there can't be no shenanigans, no tomfoolery.
Okay.
Everything's got to, all the breaking has to be on there.
Now, does Fanatics come and set that up, or
I
how
think
does
they
that?
did. I don't know if they give them a blueprint of how it needs to be done, or if they have
Okay.
somebody do it, but it's
Wow.
definitely they had to set it up a lot different than what they had.
Mm, okay. Nice.
Shout out, like I
So
told them, in 6 months. You get on Cousins, next thing you know, bang, you're going to Fanatics. Look at Mama Breaks. Now I don't know who she was talking to. If it was Michael Rubin. I don't know if you saw that interview
no.
that she did. Dude, I don't know if she said he's told her. I just heard the thing $1 million. Now I don't know if she's done $1 million in
Oh, and break.
sales and
Okay.
breaks, or she's made $1 million. I don't know what it is, but I know it's just big money. I know Mama
I got
Breaks,
you.
she's in, Tops. She's making millions of dollars. Who knows what the hell she quit her teaching job.
Good for
Um,
her, man.
yeah,
Good
man. So shout out to Mama doing big
good for
things.
her. So what else do you got, man?
So everybody knows that I have another side PC out of the 30 million that I got is the 86 Fleer set.
Mhm.
So I'm in the process right now with Kamish. He's the guru when it comes to doing all the like what I did. I did old school style. So I basically
The checklist.
did the checklist by hand, all the last names, stickers included. So altogether, there's 144 cards with the stickers. So there's 11 stickers and 132 cards. So obviously, I got a long way to go, but I decided, you know what? Let me go ahead and start snagging up. I went on there. I'm doing a PSA 9 86 Fleer, trying to build a set. So there's a ton of them that are very expensive, and then there's a lot of them that are not. So I got two that just came in the mail, and you're gonna love these guys.
It's funny while you're looking that up. Oh god. What do you
So
got?
this is the first guy. Are you familiar with this guy?
That Tree. Yeah, Tree Rollins. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Wayne Tree Rollins. Look at
Is he
that
getting
pose.
dunked on in his
He's getting
own
he's
card?
getting dunked on. He's getting
That's
dunked
so
on.
bad.
Yo, but you know what? He always got dunked on. If you watch like "Come Fly with Me" in any Michael Jordan video, he always dunked on Tree Rollins.
Yeah, I know, but oh my
But hey,
goodness.
that's the life of Tree. He was a true dude. He was just a big freaking tree out there. He was unathletic, just big as hell, long as hell, rim protector that couldn't protect the rim.
That is so bad. Now I need to know if there's other dudes that have cards of them getting dunked on.
Dude, this 86 Fleer is wild, bro. As far as the
That is
poses and the action shots are funny.
that's bad.
Like Michael's 86 Fleer card, like that is dope. Like
Yeah,
it's like they almost knew, like, yo, this is gonna be the GOAT. Let's give him like this dope ass pose.
yeah,
And like, Barkley's is cool too. He's dunking.
yeah.
So we got a guy, I'd never heard of this guy, but Phil Hubbard
Okay.
from the Cleveland Cavs
Playing defense.
playing defense.
Okay.
So another PSA 9 right there, Jim Mint. So
Nice.
yeah, it's just two guys, got them under like $45 each, you know.
Now there's two ways to go about that. When
Yeah.
like with the 56 tops, I actually wanted to go for the mantle first
Mhm.
and then go backwards.
Right.
But you're going from the cheapest to the, I mean, to get to that
Well, right
PSA.
now what I'm doing, because what I was doing, I was concentrating on getting a lot of the AI bangers lately. So what I want to do is number one on the list. I want to go alphabetically, which I did. I was like, today
Uh,
years old when I realized it's alphabetical. I
okay.
didn't realize that. So it's Abdul Jabbar, Adams, Aguirre, Ainge, Bagley, Bailey. So
Uh,
I'm just gonna go,
okay.
alphabetical. So Kareem Abdul Jabbar is number one, and go from there. Now, if I do see a deal, like I'm constantly, I got all my save searches is like, the Hakeem Olajuwons and the Larry Birds and the Magic Johnsons and the stickers. So Michael Jordan's obviously gonna have to stay, to
See,
the side
well,
for now.
Yeah, see, Orlando says the same thing. Go with the bigger cards first. I know
Give me
that's
that
what
give
like
me that
I
big money, Orlando.
well, yeah, I mean the 9 Jordan,
Yeah.
that's a big, but I was thinking the same thing too. So I was like, if I get the mantle out of the way,
Yeah.
then the rest is kind of seems
Right,
easy.
but there's no
But
way I'm gonna get the Jordan out of the way anytime soon.
yeah, I mean, you'd have to liquidate some serious stuff, man.
I'd have to sell my crib, no.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
No, I mean, like, what, a PSA 9 is let me see.
Mm, it's 5 figures, so I mean
Yeah, I think
that's
it's like
gonna take some
20, 25K.
mm, well, I mean, you have that in your collection as a
I
whole.
do, I would yeah, I would have to sell, maybe that, with mascot would help out a little bit.
There you go. Hmm. Kamish says I have the "Come Fly With Me" tape, so we'll pop that in the VCR and we'll check that out.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm telling you, Tree Rollins all day getting yammed on.
that's so bad. Almost as bad as me, dude. I got smoked this week on a Type 1 auction.
Oh, yeah, so you were talking about that previous before you left to,
Yeah.
Nashville.
Yeah, I got smoked, man. That thing, it was a sweet Clemente photo, and I've talked about I wanted to add one to the collection. And when I went to the national, I was asking people. There was a quite a number, like nice group of vendors that had Type 1 photos. I love those things. Anyway, we talked about it with the commish. Um, I really like the ones from the Babe Ruth era and those things. Like I just see that as a this magical time in baseball. But so I was asking around. They're like, "Yeah, man, the Clementes one don't come up very often, and when they do, that they're going to be pretty pricey."
Mhm.
So they had one there at the Robert Edwards booth. And man, it was cool, man. It was the one where he's like kind of holds the bat and it's looking like he's holding it like he's aiming down like a gun or something.
Yeah.
Man, I was watching that thing just go up and up and up and up, and the extended bidding hadn't even started yet. It ended up finishing this past Sunday. It finished at 9K. I can't even wrap my head around that. Like I'm like, wow. It's like so much for that thing not being a collectible.
Yeah, commish.
I mean, listen, you know, just saying. But yeah, I was like, I bowed out way early. I didn't even think. I kind of knew I was probably in over my head when bidding on an auction
Yeah.
house thing like that because a lot of that stuff is 4 figures and up,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah,
So
dude, when
sure
you
enough,
when you got that kind of money, like those guys that are in, when you just say auction house, you just know these cats got money. So, so you got to go through the process of, doing it and getting in there. And that's the real deal. That's like the things that, we're talking about eBay, PWCC, things like that. We're more of the low end collectors, but then you get into these auction houses when these real, superb collectibles come up for sale, that's the big boy stuff. So these, especially a lot of Clemente collectors, they got the deep pockets. So I was hoping and praying, but
me
it
too.
just it didn't come to fruition.
No, no, and I started like, yeah, Orlando says Clemente fans love the original photos. Absolutely, there's a Facebook group too that I've seen. They're not been Type 1s, but according to them, they're original photos, and these people go gaga over them. And they're just like to me, they're just art, man. They're more artistic to me than a card is, because like the whole art of photography and all that stuff. So, um, yeah, Rob says Clemente collectors, yeah, and it didn't help that our boy the GC is talking about Type 1 photos. I'm like, dude, could you just chill on that for a little bit? Just you know what I mean? Because
The pump is real, sir.
I know
And
I'm
his
like,
boy, well,
man,
yo,
'cause
Merlin, yo, he that dude, he's a trip. He's a
yeah,
trip, and
he's
we,
got
we met him in person for the first time at this past national. So he was set up with the GC, and he started talking about. I mean, he was hyped when it came to those Type 1 photos, and he's serious about that stuff.
yeah,
He has a Michael Jackson one that's real dope.
yeah,
That
he does.
it's not graded, and I'm always leery of any kind of Type 1 photos, but he did his due diligence, like as we say, and it seems like a legit one. So it's really really nice. So I'm baiting. So and that's the thing, bro. It's like anytime I'm trying to focus now, let me get in this
Ah,
86 Fleer set, and then something like that pops up, and then you'll shoot me a text, or Craig will hit me up with one, and then Rob be like, "Yo, did you see?" And then I'm like, "Jesus."
yeah. Remember, like, was it Rob or somebody that said he goes, "There's always going to be another card." Like,
Yeah.
don't get hung up
Right.
on this one because you're just gonna be like, we're just like that dog in the I forget which Disney movie it was where he's like squirrel
Yeah.
and like
Wasn't it Up?
up, yeah, yeah, where the dog was just like,
He's able to talk.
yeah, yeah, he's just like he sees a squirrel and he goes running. Now we're like that with the cards, and uh, I've actually I've actually slowed down because of that too, because I know there's always gonna be another card. Like, don't really sweat this one if you don't like the photo. I was disappointed. So I was like, man, I mean, that would have been a really nice piece of my collection. I remember Rob telling you with the Michael one that you have. He's like, dude, that one they could be a very, if not the most expensive part of your collection, one of the most because
Yeah.
they're not gonna make them anymore.
Right.
So but I was
And that's the thing.
bummed
I
about
didn't I
that.
didn't I didn't look at it like that. When Rob said that, it kind of like was like they blew my mind. He's like, dude, that could possibly be, your most expensive MJ that you have in your collection. I was like, yeah, I seen it, and it's just to me, like real quick, I have it readily available.
Yeah,
And
there
it's
you
just
go.
MJ, and it's just to me, this is him like innocent. You know what I mean? Before everything that happened, him in his Sherlock Holmes hat with his afro right beneath it, and
Yeah,
just looking real nice and innocent before the fame. And it was before everything that happened, and it just caught my
yeah,
eye.
yeah.
So I just had to add it to the collection.
Yeah, Orlando says those photos are one of the ones. I was ready to have so that the photo that I'm talking about, there was a card made of that. Now it wasn't during his playing days, but I mean I was ready to go, man. I was like, I want to win this picture. I'm gonna have the matching card. But no, sir. I mean, now I know for going forward, I'm like, if I'm ever gonna make a run at something like that, I really gotta have, some funds tucked away because it's serious. And then it was 9K plus the buyer's premium too. That's a whole, another thing. So you gotta, yeah, it was tough. And yeah, did I tell you I'm making I have a national piggy bank?
A national. Oh, you're
Yeah, I have
putting
a
money
piggy
away.
bank for I have a piggy bank for the national. I was telling the commish the other day. I didn't do that last year,
Hmm.
but I started from the first week that we came back and just
Uh-huh.
putting a couple boom, boom, so that by the time the
What
next year
what's the
comes,
boom boom?
just a little, maybe $20, maybe 50 if it's a good week, or but
So is this
something
is
every
this
week.
like weekly,
I want
or
to
is it
put
daily?
weekly. Yeah, no, hell no, weekly. Because I don't, when the hell do we have cash? Like I barely have, cash on me all the time.
Yeah, I
So
never carry cash anymore. That's a
yeah, so weekly I'm just putting a little something, something in a bucket, you know, and
that is a good idea, sir.
to
You
just
gotta stay
figure,
disciplined
yeah, yeah, but
because
I
that
mean,
money could pile up, and then
yeah,
a
I'll
nice
probably,
Clemente,
yeah.
101 photo type one photo pop up. You'd be like,
Yeah.
hmm.
Yeah. So we'll see. I should probably like put it in one of those things where you have to like really bust it open, or I have no access to get to it somehow
You got to put it
until
in the
but
bank. That way you can gain a little interest on it.
yeah, but I can always just go there and take it out. So but, let's get to some card of the week, man.
Let's do it.
Let's get some card of the week. I can go first because
Sure.
I want to go first. I got my first Mike Baker. Yeah, this bad boy is actually this is the first Clemente I bought online in a while. But I said I figured if this has this sticker on it, this thing's got to be pretty badass. And sure enough, it is, man. 1962 tops, PSA 6, card number 10. But this thing has a uh, top 15% eye appeal grade from PWCC. It says exceptional on the back here. If you can see that, see where it
Oh,
says
look at that.
exceptional.
Fancy, fancy.
Yeah, yeah. So when this came up, I said, you know what? I'm not losing this. I
So
needed
how
this
does
card.
that work? So they grade the card, and does that get sent to that dude?
I
Does he
believe so. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if Orlando's still
it's
around.
like,
He
does
would
this
probably know,
guy just
but
have a ton of cards in front of him and just like
this
that
guy's
one,
this guy's the eye appeal
that
guru.
one?
Yeah, yeah, yep, yeah. This guy, he's once he puts his little sticker on this thing,
It
you know
just jumps in value by
for sure.
15%.
Because the 62, I don't have my 71. It's over there. This 62 is very similar to the 71 with the black border. You get some chipping. Well, this one has like a wooden border.
Mhm.
And same thing, they're prone to chipping, but you'll see this is actually pretty nicely centered for a 6. Yeah, Orlando says Baker was an ex PSA head grader, so man knows what he's talking about. So as you can see, this card is pretty nice, nicely centered, very nice registration.
Mhm.
So I was like, yeah, man, this is it. Had to have this, needed this for the run. It
Right.
came up, and I was not going to lose this one. I got smoked on the Type 1 photo, but this one I was not going to lose. So
That is very
yeah, I mean,
sexual.
yeah, man. So there you go. So yeah, I was happy to get this one. It's pretty nice, man. The corners have a little whitening in them, but the main event of the card up in here,
Mhm.
very nice. So
Very nice,
yeah,
very nice.
Orlando says now he reviews cards for eye appeal. So yeah, like I said, the wooden borders are tough to find. So once this bad boy came up, was not letting it get by because you got to be with these Clemente collectors. You got to be aggressive. Be
Yes.
aggressive. So
Look at you.
there you go. What do you got, brother?
Well, nothing like that, sir. So I just kind of showed you what I got in my mail day, and obviously my banger from
Yeah.
Lee and Butch, Mr. Sergey. So this was something that I got, I believe, the end of last year NFL football season, and this was right before the Super Bowl. And my man, we all know my man Ken Carl. Uh, he
Ooh,
hit me up. He's like, "Yo, Oz, I got some craziness coming. You interested?" And I was like, "What you got? What you got, brother?" So this is handwritten 9 out of 10,
oh,
and this is the Jalen Hurts, the
yeah.
hollow foil, the Ken Carl.
Nice.
So this thing, he only made 10 of these, and I think he did a 101, which I would have liked to got. But this one's pretty cool as far as the foil is concerned. And
Yeah,
I just love, like, Ken Carl's able to capture the true essence and spirit of the athlete with his drawings. So this was a nice little combination to add to my AI and my Millie Bobby Brown. So that's the back of it. Series one, nine
nice. So
out
you
of
got to get
ten.
that autoed.
Yeah, yeah, that would be pretty cool. That's the next one. I didn't even think about that. So I need to get that signed by Mr. Jalen, and then get it slabbed up.
Hmm. I think our boy Sal has the 101 of that, or
Yes.
had the 101.
I know he was either hyping it up or I think he was.
Yeah, yeah. I forgot. I think he was hyping it up, something like that. James says, that man has magical hands. Amazing artist.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken is that dude, man. Uh, and he actually, I think, I mean, every day he's posting something that he does. You know, he does a good job of keeping track of when the athletes' birthdays are, and then things that he drew and stuff like that. But so, props to him on that. Dude, football season is here. So
Mhm.
let me see. Hold on. I think I showed this one before. Just digging through this, I was like, I love this. Now this is not game worn or anything like that, but I remember this from the 75th anniversary where Randall Cunningham, they were wearing those patches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it has a little piece of the diamond, but just the
Nice.
on card auto. Put it up
On
there.
card auto, flawless,
Yeah.
chunky patch.
Yeah, chunky patch. So
That's sick.
Kamish says that Dynasty Sports just announced they're having a private Jalen Hurts signing. There you go, Oz.
Well, diggity damn.
There you go. So
Commish on the case.
yeah. I'll show a couple more, man. It's football season. Let's
Yeah,
go
yeah, get it
crazy.
in,
This
bro.
is
Get it in.
here's Deuce Staley, Precious Metal Gems.
Nice.
There's like stuff like that. So yeah, man, we're getting close. This is where actually, you know what, we talked today. So programming note, once football starts, we will be going Wednesday night.
Yeah.
We will not go up against the NFL.
Thursday night live.
Thursday night live will be into Wednesday night live throughout the football season, and then we'll kind of readjust as we go
Play it by ear.
because cousin Tony would rather as much as I like talking to you on Thursday night. Yeah, once football starts, it's time to cuddle up on the couch and watch the games, man. I mean, dude, that's fun stuff. Let me see what else I got. I got a little. Here's my TO gold refractor. So, dude,
Nice.
I'm man, I got that's like I told you before, man. This crap where football doesn't get the love doesn't make no sense to me. But whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's like it's America's sport. It is what it is. But
is what it is.
it's all
And I
good.
got this from cousin Tony today. Never seen this in my life,
Oh,
and he sent this to me.
I hope Rob's here because there's the receipts.
So this is a picture of me. If you look, I don't know how it's showing up on the camera there, but that's me all the way to the left. Got my man
Oh, they're right on
PB
the
Max
right,
pointed
the
the
right
right,
on
the right. Okay, yeah, my thing's flipped backwards. Got my man J Bone Flo Leone, and then my girl. I can't remember her name, dog, but she was like the Puerto Rican Lil Kim. But that was
Okay,
the crew, half a brick.
that's back when Oz was back when you were be a superstar.
What do you think?
Hey, listen,
Not bad.
it's a family show, man. Jesus, what the hell's wrong with you?
That's long. That's back in the day, son.
Yeah, back in the day. So what's coming up for you in the hobby this week, man? You got anything you're watching, bidding on, anything like
Nah,
that?
nah. I've been inspired to just go ahead and get rid of my eBay account, and I'm not buying anything anymore. That's it.
Nah, that's not it.
I was told by a birdie in the hobby, like, cut it out. It's time to get focused. Now, some,
There's nothing wrong with impulse buying sometimes, man. It's like sometimes you get inspired by these cards, and I mean, I think as long as you're enjoying the cards, yes, we want our collections all to be worth millions of dollars, but nostalgia is a powerful thing, man. You know what I mean? Like we were talking today in the DMs, and when you're driven only by value, I think that really sucks the joy out of the hobby.
yeah,
It's not even a hobby then. You're
it's a
just
business.
it's a business. And again, no problem with guys that go like roll like that. Some guys are very upfront about it. They're like,
Mhm.
I don't PC. I just PC $100 bills. That's fine. Uh, chasing this rainbow. It's I know that I'm probably pissing money out of the pissing money in the wind or whatever whatever you say, throwing money out the window, but it's just fun chasing it. Like, I don't know, it's whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, like, Rob talks about certain cars. Like when he buys his Eli Manning cars, he knows that probably he's not going to be able to. If he does sell them, he'll be able to get rid of them, but not probably what he paid for them or what he's looking to get for them. But it's not so much the card, but the memories that come along with that card, the nostalgic feelings that you get when you look at those cars, specifically, obviously those two magical years with Eli and them going 8-8 and then beating Tom Brady and winning the Super Bowl. So, you can't put a price tag on that. You can't. That's just something you can't just put in a nice little neat box. Some people are too
mhm.
logical for this hobby.
Yeah,
You can't. This hobby,
yeah,
there is no logic for. You know what I mean?
yeah,
There's just so many different things that this hobby brings, and everybody has their own particular reason. Like a big reason for me is just to get out of my shell. That has nothing to do with monetary value. It's just helping me, being a better person as far as being a public, being able to talk in public, being able to communicate. It's all up here. It's in
yeah,
here, but being able to actually articulate it and not stumble and fumble and look like a complete idiot or think that whatever I have to say is not nobody cares. You know what I mean? So that has nothing to do with the price of my AIs or my Freddy Krueger or whatever you want to, whatever the hell I
yeah,
just bought.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
so
yeah. I mean, like I said, there's always something to be said for that. I mean, if you're only looking at the top 1% all the time, well, I mean, there's only so many people that can play in that
but
box,
that's the point.
anyways.
Like
Like,
that,
it's like,
we're referring to Rob interviewed the one guy, Wire. I forget his first name, but he talks about the Pareto principle and basically all the cards except for like the top, it goes 80-20, but let's just say the top 1% of cards are going to take all the value and all the other cards are going to fall off and basically be worthless. um so it's a pretty doom and gloom statement if you look at it just on face value. But like I said, the hobby, you can't whirl with it like that. It just doesn't work that way. There's so many different ways to hobby, how to hobby, and monetary is one aspect of it. Like you said, completing a rainbow. You never thought in a million years when I showed you like last year my AI stuff that you're like, nah. You
Yeah.
gave me, the old Tony, meh. And here you are a year later, doing yours and proud of it. So just,
Yeah, 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 yeah. It says it's just there's a lot more to it
yeah, it's
than
it's
dollars
easy
and
it's
cents for
easy to
stuff.
say I'm gonna come into this hobby and like I said, like when I tell my origin story, my first thing is like, okay, I got money now. I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna build the craziest, dopest collection, and that's gonna make me $1 million when I'm ready to retire or kick the bucket. So what do I got to do? I'm gonna get the Mickey Mantle. I'm gonna get the Michael Jordan. All the card, the Honus Wagner. All the cards that you want to get, the Babe Ruths, and then as soon as you realize, shit, I can't afford any of that stuff, then it's like, okay, well, you can sit there and say, well, since it's not the top 1%, I might as well just leave this hobby. If I, because what I'm going to be buying is going to be worthless. If that's the case, then nobody would be collecting.
Yeah, then why bother?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I get that. Like you said, I mean, I do agree with where he said that not all players are great or
Hmm.
top echelon. Yes, that's sure, but again, there are people who I mean, there's a collector for every player.
Yeah.
So, and what that person gets out of that collection, out of those cards, like I said, it's not doesn't always have to be monetary. Um, so otherwise, what's the point, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you know,
And we're
so
just a bunch of middle-aged men going through a midlife crisis, spending the thousands of dollars and waiting to get divorced because your wife's ready to kick your ass. Which I mean, it might be the case. I don't know.
maybe I don't know. It's either this or buy a Corvette.
Yeah, you're gonna put your money somewhere. If you decide as a man, I need myself a hobby, or I'm gonna get interested in something. It's gonna cost money. So whether you go golfing, or you go fly fishing, or you decide I'm gonna go hang gliding or jumping out of a plane, whatever you decide to do, there's gonna be cost to that. So where are you gonna put the money that you have, your disposable income, and what are you going to put it into? So we've chosen to put it into little pieces of cardboard with men on it, and sometimes women, and sometimes cartoons and puppets.
Yeah. Anyways, so hey, yeah, I like it. It's tapped into a whole different aspect of like creativity or just different mindset.
Yeah,
So it's been cool. I mean, dude, I feel like I've only been back what 2 years now. I feel like it's like 10.
yeah,
Like I really like the time that we've talked about before how fast time moves in this hobby, and I feel like I can't even imagine the guys that have been here 20, 30, 40 years.
yeah.
I
They've
kind of
seen
feel
it
like
all, done it
yeah,
all, and it's like they know what's going to happen before it happens. Um, but
yeah,
kudos to them for sticking through it, sticking with it, and they've built their collections that have you know 10x in value from when they started.
yeah,
So those are the ones that right now, maybe not as much now since the market declined, but last year, a year and a half when it was full bore, I mean, those guys were on cloud nine. So they had a decision to make at that point in time, something that you've been doing your whole life, collecting 40, 50 years, and you're addicted to it. When you do something that long, that's part of you. That's not like, something,
yeah,
oh, let me sell now and I can go and live in paradise. No, it's like a lot of those dudes, they talk, you talk about the diamond hands, bro. And we talk about my boy, um, that's we bought the
yeah.
Jordan from. He didn't sell a goddamn thing. Maybe like a couple sets here and there, but he kept the majority of his stuff, and he's more than happy.
Do you do you think that? Oh, let me before I ask you this question. Stuke says, "I just looked at my 1983 price guide today. 1983 to 1952, Mickey Mantle was worth between $1,000 and $1,500.
Eesh.
Yeah. Do you think you would have sold like if you would have had, if you would have been in the game and never, left and you had some exquisites and Jordans, you think you would have sold? Honestly.
If
I
I
don't
had
think you would have. I think you would have freaking hung on and be like, "No, this is gonna be like,"
it's
and then
gonna
you would
keep
have just,
going up, dude.
you
If
would
I
have,
had a collection, like for example, if I had a collection like that dude in Puerto Rico in the golden, series. Like if I,
Yeah, but he's kind of extreme. I'm talking about like regular, like, because there was guys that a car that was $300 jumped up to,
yeah.
$6,000.
Okay, so if I'm okay,
I'm
so
talking
if these
about,
were
you know,
like not cars that were super, super, super rare, but cars that basically jumped up in value. Because if I
okay.
had like real rare pieces, I probably would have held on to them. You know what I mean? If but
I think that I think that you would have just hung on.
I probably would have, but I would have sold some stuff, depending on what it is.
Okay.
But like I said, if it was those rare pieces that I know there's only one or two out there, I would have been like,
Okay.
if it's a million now, in 10 years it'll be 2, 3 million.
Yeah. And little did you know, it's like 30K now.
Yeah,
Yeah. So Mookie says some of us have diamond hands. Oz has one rhinestone
you
hand.
got that
So
right,
you do
baby.
you. That
I'm on a roll.
yeah, man. Yeah, you got your that's funny. Keep doing that, man. That's good. Actually, you know
Well,
what?
I don't want to like, you know what I mean. I'm like, is this getting corny now? I don't know.
The people like it. I mean, you just
I don't know if I should like not do one every day, maybe once
yeah.
a week.
The hobby is a fickle place. You got to be careful. You don't want to do too much too fast.
Yeah, yeah. Because I was just gonna do one shiny for every day for a month, but now I'm like, is it too much? Let me do one a week. I think I got to keep the people clamoring for it, so I might just hold off. Maybe every Friday do a reveal, bust out the glove.
Okay. Oh,
Not this Friday though. I'm
mm,
gonna wait till next Friday.
fair enough.
So
I like that PSA is using has the high res photos now. It makes posting my cards a little easier. I'm able to do like a
cheap.
little not so much cheap, but like I
Yeah,
don't have to worry about glares.
yeah, but then you don't get the true like. See,
Yeah,
a lot of those high resolution photos, you don't capture the shine.
well, my cards aren't shiny.
That those are the rainbow.
Oh, those are these. Yeah, I'll do something different with these. But my the regular run Clemente ones,
Yeah,
there is
you're
no
Mr.
shine of those.
Superfractor now.
I am. I am. Spoiler alert. We'll talk about that next week. Every time I think like, this is the lane,
Uh-huh.
and then they build a new one. Or like I just like look off the
You
side of the
veer
road.
off. You
Yeah.
accidentally get off on,
Yeah,
the
get
one
off on the
exit you weren't supposed to.
yeah, I make the left at Albuquerque. And yeah, so we'll talk about superfractors later. We'll talk about that next week. But I might be like the superfractor kid now. But
Nice.
I know
Nice.
I like it's crazy. You get one card, and then you get another one, and then all of a sudden you're
You're that
here
guy.
you go. Yeah. Hmm. We'll see. So, but all right, brother. We are at the hour mark. Check out Monday's episode. Like I said, little little fun debate.
A little bit.
A little
It's
bit.
not as bad. I listened
No,
to it. It's not as bad as Tony making it. We weren't fighting.
no. Yeah,
We
but
were
you have
just,
to no, dude, that's like
okay, I
yeah,
lied. It was a knockout drag out. I
yeah,
was
come
ready
on,
to punch
man. So
Tony
you
through
got
the screen.
yeah,
So
dude, you gotta see you gotta I gotta teach you how to hype shit up.
I mean, other than the 5 million people that are listening right now,
Yeah,
you can go ahead back and edit that part out so that the other millions of people that listen won't hear that.
that's fine. So all right, man. Thank you once again to everyone in the chat. I appreciate you guys very, very much. Other than that, another week down in the hobby, another one coming up. I think, yeah, wait, we do the hobby hotline stuff coming up the next month, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes.
That's always fun because it's like a whole
Yeah.
different vibe over
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah. It's like putting on a whole different hat.
I
Hobby hat.
know. We got to get serious over there. We can't like, yeah, no
I'm no longer
giggling.
cousin Oz, the people's mailman.
No, no, no,
I
no.
am
We
Oscar
have to,
Torres,
yeah, yeah. It's like,
collector extraordinaire.
yeah, for sure. I'm Anthony.
Anthony.
So, but all right, brother, take us home, man.
Once again, thank you to everybody for showing up. We all love you guys. You guys are great. Comments are banging as always. Irish Flyers collector mentioning something about anime porn. I don't have no idea what he's talking about. But I love you, Commish. Make sure you jump on afterwards. We got some things to talk about. But other than that, man, we're gonna see you guys. Make sure to check us out on Monday. It's gonna be dope, crazy, and don't forget starting Tony. When are we looking at to move to Wednesdays?
Probably within 2 weeks or right whenever the football season starts. So
All right,
we'll
so whenever first, I think the first
yeah.
game is actually a Thursday. No,
It's yeah, it's Thursday. It's Thursday after Labor Day. So we will be on the Wednesday after Labor Day.
gotcha. So make sure you know what I mean. Mark it in your calendars. It'll be Wild Wednesday for the
Ooh.
cousins. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and end this like we always do at the 1 hour and 1 minute mark, and we're gonna go ahead and say keep focused, keep positive, and keep collecting. Hey, yo, Tone, why don't you go ahead and bring that beat back, sir?